And Johnny, another trailer we're reacting to here on the podcast. If you're coming in from YouTube, hello. It is great to see you. Blog Talk Radio and podcast services around the world. You guys are troopers on this podcast. This is going to be probably one of our longer podcasts that we have ever done in quite some time, going through all these trailers, talking about Comic-Con, and we're pushing our DC to the side, but we're staying in the Warner Brothers kind of sea of things. I'll say sea of things. And we're looking at Godzilla King of Monsters. And before we get into this trailer, if you're coming in on YouTube, what we usually do is we watch the trailer with you guys, we react to it, and then we kind of talk about it and discuss the trailer with you guys. The thing I want to set up with this is a sequel to Godzilla 2014, the Godzilla movie that came out in 2014. This is also connected to Kong Skull Island. That, you want to know how long that movie came out? That was probably like our second or third podcast. Yeah. Like, that was when we used to do like the intro things to each podcast. Yep. Remember the one we did for Skull Island?
Oh, I do remember.
Where we had the button-up shirts and
black
the vest,
and
white,
and we did sepia. I don't remember what you did in.
It was like that kind of gray, that yellowish.
The tannish.
Yeah, tannish.
So sepia. Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's exactly what I did with it. Kind of like the old tiny.
I couldn't remember if you did it black and white or sepia.
No, I didn't do black and white.
Okay,
but
so
like
you did sepia.
That's how long it's been since we looked at Kong Skull Island. We get a trailer for Godzilla King of the Monsters at Comic-Con.
The monsters.
We are going to look at it. So, Johnny, are you ready to look at this thing? Johnny's got to. We got to.
I'm ready.
We got to do what we always do. I got to put my headphones into my computer. I got to unmute my computer this time.
Yeah,
because the last segment I didn't have it unmuted right away, and then I didn't mute it when we were starting to talk about Aquaman.
I heard that.
Yeah, that was me. That was not you. I saw you look down at your laptop like, was that me? And I was like,
wait, are my headphones loud enough?
I was like, just ignore it because that was me. So
I just wasn't sure if my headphones were too loud. That's all.
Oh, your headphones were too loud?
When I heard that noise?
Well, this is where we're going to jump into Godzilla, just like we always do. 3, 2, 1, go.
Our world is changing.
Oh, it's a Stranger Things trailer.
The mass extinction we feared.
No.
See, her nose is supposed to bleed when she does stuff like that, right?
Begun, and
I'm sorry,
that's it.
Is she actually going to talk in this movie, though?
Infection.
Because she barely talked in Stranger Things.
Wow, her powers got a lot better.
Damn.
But like all living organisms, the Earth unleashed a fever to fight this infection. Its original and rightful rulers, the Titans. For thousands of years, these creatures have remained in hiding around the world. And unless all the Titans
is that
are
ice?
Found,
I think it is.
Yeah, they got ice. They got jackets on. I'm asking if it's ice.
They are the only guarantee that life will carry
on.
Mothra.
I like how with the music and stuff, they're trying to make it like, oh, it's a beautiful monster movie. Nothing bad will happen. Clear eye, full arts, can't lose, Johnny.
The hell's going through that wall? No way.
You're a monster. I'm sorry.
Long live the king.
You want to know what's funny about that? He's King Lannister.
No, he's not King Lannister. He was Luke. But I get
it. That made me so happy when he was like, long live the king. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'll double check. Isn't that's the guy who played the father Lannister, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he did.
Yeah. So when he said "Long live the king," I was like, "Oh, that makes me smile," because he was a king in another Game of Thrones reference on this podcast for a trailer that has nothing to do with Game of Thrones. But Johnny, I will ask you this: what do you think of the trailer, Godzilla, King of the Monsters?
Looks great. The music was a little weird. They have like that beautiful music as all these monsters are unleashing.
The music made this trailer weird in general for me. It just didn't sit right because at first I'm like, are the monsters the good guys?
Some of them might be. So I'm trying to look it up right now. I'm trying to get the monsters' names.
Yeah.
Because that three-headed dragon, which at the moment I can't find his name, and I want to say it's Gul'dan, but I feel like that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, we saw Mothra, and the thing that I looked into is apparently they're going to change some of the names for the movie, which
Gamera.
is just weird as well.
That's not Gamera either. Well, you did see Gamera though, which is that turtle. Like when the girl puts her hand out, I'm pretty sure that's Gamera. Because what happens is a turtle gets turned into, at least in the old ones, from what I remember, a turtle gets turned into that.
Okay.
King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
That three-headed dragon thing. I feel like it's gonna be like he's the bad monster. And when I feel like that's where that "Long Live the King" comes in. Because it's going to be Godzilla takes down King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Ghidorah.
You got King Ghidorah, which is the three-headed dragon. You got Rodan, Mothra, and then the mighty Godzilla.
Yes.
Are the ones that we have. And the thing for me that's interesting with this is the character that we saw at the very beginning, which is played by who is that? Who it was played by? I think it's Vera Farmiga. She's the character at the beginning that's like, we need to save these Titans because they're supposed to help us. She's Dr. Emma Russell. I wonder if at the end of the trailer, when the one character looks at her and goes,
"You're the monster.
You're a monster," and she goes, "I'm sorry," if this was oh no, these monsters aren't supposed to help us. I was basically getting you guys to free these monsters for whatever ulterior motive.
Honestly, I wonder if she's like the type that, like, she's talking about how we're a plague or we're a disease and these monsters are
they're supposed to wipe us out then.
So I wonder if she's like so set in that mindset that, yeah, these monsters are going to wipe out who doesn't like need to live and like start us from
exactly
like
0.
10%. Like where it's like, okay, this is the amount of humans that are supposed to be on Earth. This is how we're supposed to live life. I wonder if that's what her mentality is, because they wake up Godzilla, they wake up Mothra, they wake up King Ghidorah, Rodan, and I believe what do we say that the turtle one is? I don't know what his origin story is going to be in this exactly.
I don't know the turtle one. I'm going off of the ones that are on the Wikipedia page right now.
Okay, well I'm just saying because she reaches and touches. Unless that's Mothra that she touches like that, which I would find weird because it looks more like a turtle's head than it does a moth. But again, I don't know how they're going to CGI Mothra yet. So I mean, I'm going to guess and say that's who the other one is. Is is that turtle one? I just forgot the name. I said what I said. I got rid of the page already.
And apparently, I'm looking it up right now. Apparently that Dr. Russell, the chick, she works for Monarch, who we've seen their logo already in Kong Skull Island. So we've already seen them. Apparently she is working for them. So really I'm thinking she's the one that's going to be the bad guy at the end and kind of screws over everyone to like, great, what do we do with these monsters?
Like maybe she thought she could free these, not free them, but not free them, but like maybe she thought like, hey, maybe I can figure out how to control them if we release them, or maybe it's maybe that's even her father, and she had such an obsession, like, I know these monsters are real, help me release them. So
you know what's interesting? Kyle Chandler, who he's the one that I said clear eyes, full hearts can't lose. Yeah. Because he was also Coach Taylor in the Friday Night Lights TV series. So he's playing Mark Russell. So he's Emma's ex-husband, and he joins the rescue mission with two of the other doctors to save Emma and Madison. Whereas Madison is Millie Bobby Brown's character, where she is the daughter of Mark and Emma Russell. So it's a whole thing of this Dr. Emma Russell and her daughter being kidnapped and what's going on here. And I feel like one of the questions that's going on in my head that I'll ask you is, this is me jumping the gun, but I'm going to ask it anyways. How does this lead to 2020 Godzilla versus Kong? Because this is supposed to lead to that. We're getting Godzilla versus Kong in 2020. This is the next movie in that universe.
That's a hard one because this takes place modern day. Godzilla. Kong took place in the 70s. Yeah. So that island is his domain, and he sort of protects the people from bad monsters. I wonder if they're gonna lead. I don't think they're gonna take him off the island and bring him. I think they're gonna try and lead the monsters there.
Exactly. They capture they capture the monsters. And we got to put them somewhere, and they go somebody from I know where to put them.
Yeah,
island that no one knows about. Because even in Kong Skull Island, that was an island that no one knew about.
Barely anyone. There's only a select few that put it, and maybe they'll go, I know where we can lead these monsters to. They kind of draw their attention and lead them over there, put them on that island, and it's just a brawl fest at that point.
Or it's just because another thing you got to think about is how many of these monsters are going to survive by the end. Exactly. Is Godzilla going to be the only monster that survives? Because it's called Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
So I think he's going to kill King. I think he's going to kill King Ghidorah.
I think he's got to.
Ghidorah.
I think he's got to.
Yeah, because that's what I'm I saw the 1, 2, 3 of that yellow lightning-ish stuff going through that hallway as the person runs down. No fucking way. And King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
And all the you think he's got to be the villain because all the menacing shadows that you see, especially the one with it's all cloud and fog, and you just see head as the lightning strikes. It's
and you see the silhouette and the
and
clouds.
That's usually a decent sign that that's the villain. Godzilla, they just show him up front, blasts right into the sky, really effing cool.
And I like how at the end we got the Godzilla roar.
Yeah. Also, I cannot wait. I have to add that absolutely beautiful. As Mothra's wings open up, I'm holy crap. Matched the music.
It was
beautifully. That matched the music beautifully. And again, I think, like I said, I could be wrong. I think it's their version of Gamera, which is the turtle-ish one. Again, don't know what their origin stories of that's going to be, but that's the one where the girl puts her hand out.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown's character.
Yeah, and the head just goes towards it. I feel like they're almost going to go with what it's supposed to be, which is some kid's turtle got into some toxic stuff and grew into it to that size. And they're probably going to use that as sort of the, we need this to fight, help us fight this. Obviously.
Because of his carapace.
Yeah, the what?
The carapace, the shell.
Yeah, but it's going to be not just that. It's we have a monster.
Mark's not Mark. Johnny's I haven't heard that word in a while.
Yeah.
Mr. Scientist on the other side of the table. First I almost called you Sean, then I called you Mark before I got Johnny right.
Yeah. I see how it is.
But the thing you said, it's a turtle. When
it's
I first
on our
saw
side,
it,
but it's because of the owner.
Yeah.
Owner-animal relationship.
When I first saw the trailer, I was what is that one? Then I'm Mothra. I already know that one. I know Ghidorah. And then it's you said turtle, and I went, oh, it does kind of look like a turtle. It didn't spark my mind right away. It's almost got a
sea turtle looking head.
Exactly.
But it's they can do whatever they want with it because, look at Kong, looks beautiful. Godzilla looks great. I'll be honest, I haven't seen the 2014 one yet. Shame on me.
That's the one with Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, it is. King Ghidorah. Beautiful. We haven't gotten a great photo of him, but damn, does he look menacing just what we can see of him.
This is the first
Especially
trailer.
Flying.
This is the first trailer we've gotten of this movie, and it kind of sounds like yes is the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyways.
Yeah.
How hype on a scale of, we'll say 1 to 5, how hyped are you for this movie?
Right now, it's a 5. This looks great. And then, like I said, I need to see the other Godzilla to be caught up and everything.
Well, because, I mean, both of us, we saw Skull Island. We reviewed
did.
Skull Island.
I think, didn't you say you saw the 2014 Godzilla?
Oh,
like
a while
when it
ago.
came out?
Yeah, but I'd rewatch it, obviously.
I'm going to. I need to watch it because I can't wait. Like, this, I'm so excited. And I'm not, like, the biggest, like, I've never watched all the original
Godzilla monster guy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge one, but I know enough about it.
Well, you got to think about it this way: with us and our kind of when we grew up, we just missed.
That.
Like it was more of an '80s thing. It was when like people that are 10 years older than us, about 10 to 5 years older than us. Those are usually the ones I see that are really into the Godzilla monster movies.
You and I have a friend that's really into it, and that's where I learned a lot of this stuff from. So, the only one I'm curious to, I don't know if that would be King Ghidorah or if that's someone else. They blow up a volcano, and something just spreads its wings out of there.
I think that's Rodan because he's got the wings.
Okay, that's true. Like I keep forgetting about Rodan.
Yeah. I think that's him because, and also the thing that I read that I don't know if it's completely true, but I'll say it anyways. I did hear they might change a couple of the names of the monsters to kind of be different things, but I hope that's not true because obviously
that would make sense.
You have these monsters for a reason. Any final thoughts you got on this one before we move on into Venom?
No,
that was my terrible Venom attempt.
I'll try it after you're done for you. I'm excited, especially these concept arts. I just went by typing his name and looked up. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they do with this, especially hopefully it's not a BVS by throwing all these monsters in there.
The monster movies have done okay by throwing, especially the Godzilla ones.
Oh, I'm not saying that's as big of a chance, but I'm just hoping it doesn't do that.
Like you're not throwing too much in there.
Like hopefully we didn't just throw too many monsters in at a time.
We should have just had Godzilla versus this monster.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, it makes more sense to have them all like in there kind of battling it out because maybe like Rodan more so favors King Ghidorah's side because winged monster and hey, King Ghidorah lets me do whatever I want as long as I'm out of his way, where Godzilla's like, no, I'm sick of bowing down to King Ghidorah.
Also, the thing you got to think about too is and Mark and I are going to read this for a graphic conversation when the movie comes out for this, but there is a graphic novel series called Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yeah,
so I wonder how much of that
is going to play
is going to relate to that too.
I mean, they may now. Do you know if is that Marvel or DC?
I don't think it's either.
Well, I'm just asking because I know, like, I found out recently Star Wars was picked up.
It's
comic book wise by Marvel too, which I was surprised a little bit to find out at first. It's like, I guess they bought all the intellectual properties and not just the movie ones.
Yeah.
And by the way, here's the Venom thing for you.
Okay.
We are Venom.
There you go.
Better? That good for you?
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for trying that. Yeah. I don't think that the Godzilla... It's Dark Horse Comics.
It is Dark... Ooh, nice.
Is what it is.
Because we're getting that Hellboy movie at some point.
Exactly.
At some point.
But any final thoughts on it? Yes, no, maybe so?
No, I'm just excited for it so far.
The thing I can't wait most for this, and I know I'm jumping the gun with it, is how it sets up Godzilla versus Kong, because that is what I'm really excited for, to see those two monsters go head to head. This is where you guys come in and let us know what you think down below in that comment section. What do you like? What do you don't like? What do you want to see from Godzilla, King of the Monsters? Let us know what you think down below in that comment section.